Wow.
Well, I don't think we've seen that before.
No, 2 banks at the same time. So we got bank number B, that's lightweight men's 36 and men's 36, which is the green and the red, and we have the yellow and the red, which is lightweight men's 27 and men's 27. We're going to keep an eye out for this one, because this might be the first time we're going to see below 6. Because we had a 6:01 just now.
So close.
By a really formidable guy from Spain, Morales. And it was also close, but this time I'm sure we're going to see it. Looking at the splits, yep, there we have it, 127 for Alonso, Spain. He's probably thinking, my compatriot can do 6:01. I can go below that one. I have to dip below that one. I'm sort of expected that.
There's definitely advantage to seeing numbers that come before you, because then you have something to pace yourself off of.
So here we have Eric's number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's all in the same category. That's your men's 27. So it's pretty much the youngest category of masters rowing. You would say masters rowing 27. Yep. Officially, there are people who stop or never start even rowing for an international stage. And 27 is sort of the first cutoff point that we have from top international athletes to masters rowing. But these guys are still in the age, in the prime. So they can still pull their weight, they can still do something really special. And you can see Alonso of Spain leading that men's 27. And right now, we're in the lightweight men's division, taking a look. There we have him, Alonso, another Alonso. Let's make sure that we have the right one, because this is Damian Alonso of Spain, on erg number 41 on your right. There we have him in the yellow. But there's also an Alonso of Spain, men's 27 category, a couple of ergs down. So there's Alonso's in the lead, but make sure you have the right one. Erg number 56, Alexander Kazubuski, a couple of ergs down the line, but we're looking at Wayne Harlan, nearest to you from the United States, really easing into that rhythm and trying to keep the pace.
So most of these athletes are not holding the same split throughout the whole 2,000 meters. They have a game plan here, so they typically get off the line very quickly, sub their goal pace, and then they settle into a pace that's maybe a little bit above their goal pace.
Here we have Oscar Alonso, the leader of the Masters A division. As I said, the youngest master division that we have. 135, 133 I saw just now. That's not going to cut it if he wants to beat that time set by Morales of Spain. Here's the number 2 in that race, Benjamin Rogers of the United States. And you can see the power just in that finish of the stroke, just really powering on with the back and the arms.
That's right. You usually settle into rhythm, probably no more than 2 splits above your goal pace. These men are zoned in to their split right now. You can tell with their breathing and the pushing, there's a very good rhythm, a rhythmic push.
Belarusian Alexander Kazubuski. You can see him just exhale every time he pushes off from the foot catchers and really trying to keep that pace, because he's at a 1:32, which is really impressive. He's leading by about 15 meters or so, and he wants to keep that up with about 800 meters to go. So Kazubuski of Belarus in the lead. That will be the first Belarusian we see today, also winning his category.
Here we got one of the Alonsos still leading. Pulling that 136, 137. Nice, long and strong. You can see how his arms are straight as he hangs his body weight off in order to use that body weight to get more power.
Here again, Kazubuski stretching out his lead. It's coming close to 20 meters right now, and there's 600 meters to go. Can he pick up the pace a little bit? He's relatively slow in the amount of strokes that he takes per minute, but now he needs to pick up the pace if he wants to go below that 6-minute mark. It's 132, 133 right now, and this is the make or break moment. This is when he decides it's enough, I'm in the lead, this is fine, I'm going to win this race. But if you get big, then you have to go right now. Have to dip below that 131, 130, and maybe even break that threshold of 6 minutes.
It's really easy to convince yourself to just do enough versus push yourself, but When's the next time you're going to be in this situation? You already have 1,500 meters in, so you might as well go for it.
Raphael Rouban here of France in hot pursuit, trying to chase down Kazubuski, and here we have Oscar Alonso again. Oscar Alonso leading in the men's 27 category. He's about 18 meters ahead of his nearest rival, which is Terry of Great Britain, and then Kukuchki of Mexico. But Oscar Alonso's hurting a little bit. You can sense that he's struggling a little bit to keep the pace. And there's a hot battle going on for second and third, so they might eat closer and closer as this race comes to the final stages.
This is a pure world racing battle right here. Very close, only a couple meters in the top four.
Well, Kazubuski nearing the last 100 meters, but look at that battle going on between 2, 3, and 4. It's Mortensen of Norway with 127 splits, so you can see him, I think. Yep, right next to that's Mortensen on your left with the strawberry blonde hair, erg number 11, and he's really picked up the pace. He's 127, but Alonso has responded with 125 even. Wow. This is impressive, and that pulls him across the line in 6:11.5. Mortensen, with a valiant effort, gets himself from 4th place to 2nd place. Wow, great stuff from him. And then you see on the other side of the course, Rouban of France just having to settle for silver. And it was Kazubuski of Belarus, master and commander of this Masters Race 36. Really impressive stuff by him.
You still have some good races on the field finishing up. A lot of these athletes coming from pretty far away.
Yeah, we've got Great Britain. I said Mexico before, but I'm also seeing on the right side of the screen, I'm seeing China. I haven't mentioned that before, but there's a veritable contingent coming from all across the globe as erg number 23, Lingla of the United States, comes across the line in 7:14.6.
We have another GB athlete here, sporting the Royal Navy uni. Rob Ralston just crossing the line.
Yep, there we have him. M. Moreno of Mexico right next to him, following suit in 7:14. So great stuff by these athletes. 7:33 for Moreno. I apologize. And there you have the results. Lightweight men's 27 won by Andrew Niels in 6:35.2. And we have Oscar Alonso with that great final sprint, but also Mortensen, Henning Josef Mortensen in 2nd place there in the other categories. And then Damian Alonso, namesake of Oscar Alonso, winning the lightweight men's 36 category, and the 6:09 by Belarusian Alexander Kazubuski, with an impressive lead of 4.5 seconds over his nearest rival, Raphael Rouban of France. And then Jonathan Burns capping it off in 3rd.
These are some fantastic splits. And for those of you here and at home thinking that you can't do it, just start with one stroke at a time.